Hello, Spiritual Gangsters, and welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Amanda Pieraldi, and today we're diving into something we're all experiencing in some shape or form, whether loudly, quietly, intentionally, or accidentally, and that is your healing journey. This episode is a reminder that healing isn't a checklist, and it's definitely not a competition. It's a deeply personal, deeply sacred, deeply transformational path. One that deserves to be honored and not rushed. So, settle in, take a breath, unclench your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and let's talk about the beautiful, messy, powerful reality of healing. Healing isn't linear, it's human. Let's start with the myth we all need to break up with. Healing is not a straight line. You don't start at point A and float magically to point B. Healing is more like a spiral. Some days you feel like you're on top of the world, and other days you swear you're back at square one. But you're not. You're just revisiting layers you're finally ready to understand in a deeper way. Healing asks for presence, not perfection. It asks you to stay awake to your own life. It asks you to meet yourself with honesty instead of pressure. And honestly, that's the real work. Now, I want to share a more personal side of my healing without rehashing stories you've already heard, because healing isn't defined by the events that broke you open, it's defined by who you became in the aftermath. My healing didn't begin in a single moment. It didn't begin after one loss or one shift. It started in the in-between, the quiet places, where life felt uncertain, and I had to meet myself differently. It started in the mornings I woke up with a heaviness I couldn't name but chose to face anyway. It started in the nights I sat with emotions I didn't want to feel, learning that numbness wasn't strength, presence was. It started when I realized the old version of me wasn't broken. She was simply outgrowing a life she once needed. It started in the tiny micro choices no one ever talks about. Choosing patience over panic. Choosing softness instead of shutting down. Choosing to pause before reacting. Choosing boundaries I once felt guilty for. Choosing rest not as a luxury, but as a necessity. And choosing to rebuild my life in alignment instead of survival. These weren't big dramatic moments. They were small, quiet, brave ones. That's when I learned something huge. Healing doesn't show up as a moment. It shows up as a series of invitations. And each time you choose yourself, you heal a little more. The art of honoring your healing. One thing I've learned is that healing doesn't need applause. It needs acknowledgement. You honor your healing when you stop minimizing your growth. You honor your healing when you stop saying, it's not a big deal, when it actually is. You honor your healing by giving yourself credit for walking away from things that once kept you small. Choosing healthier patterns that once felt scary. And saying no without guilt. Feeling emotions you once used to run from. Opening your heart again after being hurt. Trusting yourself after seasons of doubt. Healing becomes powerful the moment you stop rushing it and start recognizing it. The misconception: healing should feel good. Let's be honest, healing can be uncomfortable as hell. It brings things to the surface. It asks you to see yourself clearly. It asks you to change patterns you didn't even know were running the show. Sometimes healing feels like tiredness, emotional sensitivity, wanting space, outgrowing people or places, random waves of grief or clarity, needing to unplug, feeling things more deeply, wanting peace more than attention. None of this means you're backtracking. It means you're transforming. Healing isn't about feeling good. It's about feeling true. Affirmations to support your healing. Repeat these or write them somewhere where you'll see them every day. I honor the person I am becoming. I trust my own timing. I am allowed to grow gently. My healing is valid, even when it's quiet. I am choosing myself with love. Every step forward matters. Creating rituals that honor your growth. You don't need a big spiritual routine to honor your healing. You just need consistency and intention. Try a 5-minute morning check-in. Putting one hand on your heart before bed. Stepping outside for one deep breath of fresh air. Drinking your coffee slowly instead of rushing. Writing one sentence you're proud of each day. Choosing one boundary you'll honor this week. These tiny rituals build emotional stability, and emotional stability supports real healing. Journal prompts for this week. Number 1, where have I grown quietly without acknowledging it? Number 2, what part of me is asking for gentleness right now? 3, what am I ready to release emotionally? 4, how can I honor myself more intentionally this week? And the final 5th question, what version of me am I growing into? All right, spiritual gangsters, that's today's episode. A reminder that healing isn't something you rush or compare. It's something you honor. It's something you walk with intentionally. It's something you allow to unfold layer by layer, day by day. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for choosing yourself. And thank you for being on this journey with me. Until next time, stay strong, stay soft, stay grounded, stay grateful, and keep living like the spiritual gangster you are.